with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Playoff fever has emerged South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Go ahead.
Tua sets up to pass it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Short throw caught by Dosich. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Ready. Out.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
First and 10.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
At the 21-yard line.
Go ahead. Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go with a keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
Formation for the Dolphins.
Taking it about the 16. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Here we go, set.
2 yards on the play.
Off the play fake. Weaver. This is Miller, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Ready, break.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down,
Take your time,
Jets.
right? Cross throw 80. Let's go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster game wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just deals with every bit of momentum you just generated with that play. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So here's a 1st and on 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Nifty move.
And knock it on the door.
1st down. 1st and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Jets.
Kyle Williams.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
Here, this wild card matchup.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. A first throw for the backup, Wilson.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
I am willing to bet He got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now Wilson. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Back to throw. Wilson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll change things up.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
2nd and 13.
Short one there, caught by Likely.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here we go. Check, Panther.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Bronco switch.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again.
This pass out wide to Hall.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. And here's Ryan Wright now,
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
Here's Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Wilson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Fielded at the 20.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
1st down, New York.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's complete. It's Miller. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Now it's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
For the Dolphin field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Weaver will find Williams on the slant. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Got it. Ready?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Weaver. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hanson. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott,
our
take it
trip
away.
around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And this is Tommy Tremble. They'll get it out to him left side, and then he'll take it the rest of the way. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles find a way to get it done. The number 4 seed knocks out the number 5. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is the Titans quarterback. Hey, this NFL thing is not so difficult, apparently. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Titans will live to fight another week. They're moving on to the divisional round. And time enough for a look at how things stand on Wild Card Weekend in the AFC. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Ready, go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Check.
Running left, it's Hall.
There's the stiff arm. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34.
Here's Hall again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Alert.
Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Hall want to give up the middle.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
18 Cardinal.
From the gun on third down, Weaver. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, New York.
Unlock line.
They'll give the Hall.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Here we go. Stop. 70 Timber Wolf.
Operating from the gun. Weaver. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Let's go now.
First and goal, Jets.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready? Hey,
Second and 3.
Check that.
This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And he'll get it out here to 35, right into 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, back to Achane.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Here's the sneak with Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
But he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane,
An 18-yard touchdown run.
and the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie things up at 13.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, what a move.
A second juke. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Let's go. 65, sit up.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the Jets, first down. A gain of 15. First down. Jets.
Here's a give to Hall. To about the 26 here. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Second and 5.
Looking to throw. Weaver.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Weaver. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Partner, I think this one won awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wilson.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Wilson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
This is Achane.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, they certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal.
Achane is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. Packers, back row 80. No.
Now it's Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Weaver. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Weaver.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw again.
He gets it under.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And New York set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st down. A gain of 8.
Back to throw. Weaver got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Broncos quick.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 40.
Handoff for Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Weaver.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Weaver.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Come on. Hey.
They'll look to throw again.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Jets.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. This is 1st and 10.
Pat the 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Weaver
Going right back to Wilson.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
19 Charger, 9.
Looking to throw. Weaver. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.